G'day guys, how you going? Today I'm going to do some true prospecting. I'm in some pretty intense mountain country, but doing some thorough research, I identified that this creek could possibly be carrying some gold. So I'm pretty excited because for me, this is the essence of prospecting. Going down a creek or up a river into an area that you've never been into before and just taking samples, because you never know what you're going to find. Here where I am, this creek is dry. I'm going to walk down this creek and see if I can find some rock pools. I only need a couple of small rock pools to conduct some sampling. And principally, I'm going to be crevicing today, because crevicing is a very quick way of letting me know what could be coming down this creek. So number one, I need to find some water. Number two, I need to find some good crevices, hopefully just near that water source. Now to do what I'm going to do, I need to take some basic tools, the bare essentials. And for me, my bare essentials are 1/4-inch sieve, a couple of gold pans, of course my number one tool, a yabby pump, and my crevicing tools. I've got a little pick there, I've got a concrete hammer, a couple of screwdrivers, a little rake, a mini jimmy bar, and a couple of paintbrushes, and another brush there. Oh, and of course, I should say, a bucket. These are the tools that I reckon are essential for what I want to do. With all these tools here, I'll be able to get some good samples. And fingers crossed, if my research has paid off, I'm going to get some good colour too. Yep, that would be deep enough to pan in. Ah, good. And now we've got more water. So it looks like we're coming into a good area of the creek. And look, more water. So that's fantastic. So this looks like a good place to set up. I've got plenty of water to pan. I've got some beautiful bedrock. Perpendicular rock bars, parallel crevices. All sorts of gear happening here. In an area where gold has been found within probably 10 to 20 kilometres. And I want to now try this creek to see whether or not it's carrying gold. So, what am I looking for? Well, if you've seen some of my other videos, I'm going to do as I always do, and I'm going to target hot spots. I'm going to look for little drop-offs, tight crevices. We've got some nice crevices down in here. We've got a crevice down in here. Unfortunately though, the gravels tend to slide off the bedrock here, so I need to find a crevice that's got hard packed gravels into it, and that's going to give me the best result. We've got some good floaters here, so there could be something under those. So I'm now going to spend the next 5 minutes or so identifying my first spot to try. I found a crevice here right next to a little bit of water too, and as I said to you before, because it's granite country, you can see there's not much gravel in this at all, hardly any. Gravel tends to slide off granite. It's fairly slippery because it's a smooth polished surface. But what I did is I moved the leaf litter following along this crevice, and I noticed there are some pockets of gravel, especially along this section here, just a nice thin wedge, and it's chock-a-block full of gravel. So, you know, if there's gold coming down this creek, this is a number one location that I would try. So this is going to be my first spot. This is where I'm going to take my first sample, right in this crevice here. And let's see if there's any colour in that gravel. what I've done is I've got into this little pool of water and I've just basically with my hands just pulled out the gravel. One thing I don't like to do is pan onto a good area, so I'm going to check this first, see if there's any colour in here before I do the crevice back there. This is my sample. We'll just pan it off now and see if there's anything in it. Oh, look at that colour. Now I was about to pan into this hole. I think I've just changed my mind. And that was just one very quick yabby pump to see if there was any colour in here. It's only small stuff, but I can see that it's coarse. That is coarse gold. A good, well, 10, 15 shows of colour there. And that was a very quick sample, so by no means did I scrape the bedrock. I just lifted some of the loose material up with my yabby pump. Being coarse gold like that says that there could be good, chunky, nuggety gold in this creek. So that's very encouraging. My research has paid off. I've found a gold-bearing creek, and this is my very, very first sample, so I'm pretty encouraged. Because I've got a sneaking suspicion there's far more gold in this little hole. Rightio, so what I've done is I've taken another sample out of this pool of water, a second sample. And to save a bit of time, what I did is I just panned the bulk of it into that pan there and then just tipped the tailings there. So this is what's left, and we're now going to find out what else could be in this hole. Well, here goes. And look, there's still more colour in there. But just try and get that down a bit so you can see. It's now starting to rain. Let's see what we got. Yeah, there we go. A bit more colour out of that hole that I was going to pan into. And yeah, look, tiny little gemstone. Looks like a garnet or a zircon. It's now starting to rain quite heavily. Look, that's small colour, but gee, there's a fair bit of it there. Again, once again, probably a good 20 shows of colour. Not bad at all, not bad at all. But look, that's not a bad result. Second sample and consistent colour. It's now starting to rain, it's now starting to get dark. As much as I hate to, I'm actually going to have to leave this area. I've only done 2 test pans. I haven't even done that crevice that I was going to do. I'm going to leave that and I'll definitely be coming back. So there we have it. The result of just 2 sample pans. That is really nice colour for just 2 sample pans in a creek that I've never been to before. So I'm definitely going to be back. Can't wait. I cannot wait. Look how coarse that gold is. Coarse and, though small, chunky. So I'm pretty excited. This is a brand new area for me. And I've found colour with my first 2 sample pans. So I'll be back with a vengeance. Thanks for watching.